is brilliant. It is incredible. Where did it come from? Where did it begin? Where did the first ideas come from?
From drama and education. I did my master's in drama and education, and drama and education is a method basically to motivate children to learn whatever you want to teach them. In my master course, I was the only actress. Everyone else was a teacher that was looking for a method to motivate the children to learn mathematics, history, whatever they wanted to teach. And that's where it all started.
You said something important there, motivation.
Yeah.
And those with autism are some of the hardest kids to motivate. And what you've done is you've captured their interest. And as far as the kids are concerned, they're excited.
Yeah.
And when they're excited, they want to follow it through. It's not a boring lesson by any means. Yeah. And I've done it. Yeah. I've actually been a kid. I've gone underneath the chairs. I thought it was great.
It was
fun.
an honor. Thank you very much. I enjoyed seeing you over the chairs and under the chairs and enjoying yourself.
A bit of fun.
Yeah.
It was lovely because I think I needed to feel what it would be like from the children's point of view.
Yeah.
I think it's so important. So from your perspective, what are the key elements in the drama that you use?
I think that you have this rhythm of a performance, and it's a real life timing. They have to solve the problem real time.
Yeah.
A problem occurs and they have to find a solution at the time, like in life. Because a lot of people think about drama, about imitating. That you imitate something, you rehearse it, so you can do it correctly in real life. But real life never works like that.
No.
Unexpected things happen. So basically my objective is to train them to respond to the unexpected.
And there's a momentum.
Yeah, exactly.
You are stopping them freezing in uncertainty. You're sort of keeping them going. They're also feeling, I'm not making a mistake. I'm not being judged. I don't feel a failure in this. And the kids really, they do have to solve problems, and their perception, these are very serious problems. I mean, we're not sort of doing easily things. There's a wicked witch here, and she can do horrible things to you, and they know all the stories like that, but that provides a degree of fascination. I just found it totally engaging. Yes, the approach is fantastic, but it does require a talented person to run it. I don't think anyone could do what you do straight off.
Straight off, no, but it requires training, but there is like a solid curriculum. There is a curriculum of what you want to teach and how to do it.
Yes.
But then, yes, it requires probably double the time of another intervention, because besides of what you have to teach, the skills that you are planning to teach, you need to write the story that will be engaging for the children.
Yes.
And this is the tough part, in a sense.
It is. Now, on Saturday, I and my colleagues were with the kids.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd let you know we had our meeting on Tuesday. We all said how great it was.
Yeah.
And there are now 2 groups going to start using your work in January. One on bullying and teasing and one for little kids. Because everyone's like, yes, I want to do that, I want to do it. And also the games and activities. So it is intuitively appealing to clinicians.
Yes.
It is engaging for the kids themselves. And the parents enjoy that the kids are having fun. So everyone wins at all levels. Is that I see it as a way of teaching something like theory of mind, reading personalities, a whole range of things that are going to be very important in autism in a very engaging way. And giving them some of the skills of protection, especially when you have nice and not nice people. And how do you determine a not nice person? And sometimes people will say things that aren't true, etc. It's a very complicated process, but the way you do it is very clear. So when you were doing all the games, I thought, I know why we're supposed to be doing this. The kids don't. One of the secrets of its success is it's not perceived as therapy.
Yes.
It is. Actually, what you're doing is based, as you're going through the background, on theory, on 30, 40 years or more of knowledge on cognitive behaviour therapy and autism. It is very much grounded in theoretical models, but what's different is it's now presenting it in a very engaging way. One of the things is psychologists talk too much. It's a talking therapy, And sometimes that doesn't work with the guys, especially if they've got language problems. It shouldn't be their way. So to enact it, to do it, to feel it, to discover it, is a far better way than just chat, 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 chat. Goes in one ear and out the other. So they really pick it up. Yeah. There are elements of it that I can see your creativity in taking the moment and working with it. And that's where there does need to be guidance and supporting. It's not something that anyone can just, I'll just do it. Because there's actually an incredible amount of skill that's involved.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the elements of the drama, they're coming in. And that draws the line between what is therapy and what's entertainment, and combines the two, because you need to have the dramatic elements to keep the momentum and to keep the motivation.
It's a wonderful combination of drama, and yes, it is quite dramatic.
And the dramatic tension.
Yes, absolutely. And that
we have 10, 5, 4, 6, 2, go! Yeah.
Don't think about it, do it.
Yeah.
And that's lovely, because they don't have to think about it. They just
fall into pattern of behavior. That's the problem. So you don't allow them too much time to think what they have to do. They have to do it, and that's it. And there's limited time.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the way to do it, because they don't get the build-up of anxiety or performance anxiety, whatever. They just, I've got to do it.
Yeah.
I've got to do it fast. So you bypass anxiety and you make it fun. And they end up suddenly discovering something which would take weeks and weeks in a classroom setting. You can do it in 1 or 2 hours. Yeah. I can see why the kids want to come back. Because it's different. It's not like school. It's not like therapy.
And there's the element of acceptance that you were talking before. And another thing that you were talking before, again, it's about like building on strengths and finding the talent and starting from there.
Another dimension that you do, and that is teaching teamwork in a group. Because yes, you're teaching theory of mind, or a whole range of things, and flexibility of thinking, for sure. All the cognitive, as you say, the executive functioning, theory of mind, weak central coherence, are all part of it. But another dimension is the concept of self, but also working in a team. And many of those with autism find that very difficult to do, because they're very aware of, am I reading this right, what's going to happen? They don't have time to think that. They just do it. And then you prove, but you just did it.
And by doing it, they realize that they do enjoy it.
Yes.
You give them the motivation to work together, because initially they want to work on their own.
Yeah, but
and then when they succeed in that, they say, it's fun.
Yeah, but they succeed as a group.
Yes.
So they all embrace the success, the achievement, and share it all together. And I think that's very valuable for them. It's actually being drawn into and enjoying group cohesion and success. So it's at so many levels. It's cognitive, linguistic, social, emotional. Then one missing is sensory. But in a way, what you're doing is you overcome that and you just keep going. Don't let sensory inhibit you.
There's no time for that.
No, there's no fear of failure.
There's no fear of failure.
You just got to go.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
Is the opportunity to engage with someone without the fear and complexity that can occur, which is overwhelming for those with autism. It is a situation that is under more control, so you can highlight particular components and you can help the person relax. And when the person with autism is relaxed, then there are no shutters, there's no barrier, and then they will engage, because you've taken away an element which is the interpersonal one, which can be overwhelming, and you've actually focused on something that you can actually teach that particular component in its purest, not complex form. But there's another dimension.
Yeah.
And that is mature people
Mm-hmm.
have a calmness to them and an acceptance. And those with autism find that very appealing, that they're not moving too fast, and that they have time for you. And there's a sense of wisdom as well. So often,